ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Fenton Forest 4X map with seasons here in Farming Simulator 19 with me, So it is the final day of spring, and well, we've got a lot of work to do today. For a start, we've got to get the cotton planted on the big field, so we're going to need to get that going pretty quick. We are also going to need, and I'm going to do that pretty quickly, to jump down here to field 24 where we had the sugarcane last year, and we're going to need to plough that field and get it seeded, for lack of better term, because unfortunately sugarcane does not regrow with seasons. So unless I get that field ploughed and seeded today, that field's not going to do anything for us this year. So we're going to take a Class Axion 5000 down to that field, grab a plough, head down there, grab a worker, let him plough that field for me whilst I come back and grab myself the Vario over there with the DB120, and we'll get to doing some cotton planting. And then we're also going to have a bit of a discussion. Now, I forewarn everybody, right now, if you are of the kind of person who's of a sensitive nature and doesn't like strong language or profanity, you may want to skip part of this video, because I'm going to have a bit of a airing, if you like, of some, I wouldn't say call it dirty laundry, but basically somebody over on Giants forums felt the need to put a post on the forum having a very personal and insulting nature towards me, and the fact that I play this game and make YouTube videos and do Twitch streams, and that I'm, you know, a frequent person on the Giants forums who obviously pitches into a lot of threads and topics, helps players out with their issues, and, you know, when they want help or they need some advice, as well as offering my opinion on various subjects along the lines of, you know, what could Giants do to improve this game, what could they do to improve the series as a whole, things that, you know, I'm not alone in. There are lots of YouTubers who make the same sort of comments, discussions, and talk about the game. You know, at the end of the day, we put a lot of hours into these games. We play them for a lot of time, probably more so than your average player. So therefore, we tend to see the things that are wrong with the game a lot more than the people who only probably play a game for, you know, an hour or two a day or a week. When we're playing this game for 10-12 hours a day, every day, it's hard sometimes to overlook the things that are wrong with the game, and with every single release are still present, that never get improved on, that never get fixed. Yet apparently this guy on the forum, this person, and I'll go grab the post, I've got it on the computer somewhere, I took a screenshot of it, and I did report the guy actually to the moderators on the site. The funny thing is, the thread that he posted in, a moderator locked it because he very quickly derailed the thread, took it way off subject, and was basically just throwing out insults left and right to everybody who didn't share his opinion on the game. And again, I don't know whether to rate his opinion all that highly, as it appears he is a console peasant on his Xbox, and he thinks, you know, he's got good value for money, when in actual fact I was saying, and in the thread I was saying, that console players hadn't received value for money for Farming Simulator 19 yet, because on consoles, and again, bearing in mind I am a PlayStation gamer, I bought the game on PlayStation, and I think it was $39.99. I then bought a season pass for DLC, okay, and so far, if you've bought the season pass, the DLC that has been released for the game doesn't actually cover the cost of the season pass. So if you've bought the season pass for Farming Simulator 19, you have so far paid more than people who have just bought the DLC individually as they've gone along. Which led to this topic being created by, I don't know who created the topic in the first place, but somebody created a topic basically asking, are we going to get any more DLC for Farming Simulator 19? Because at the moment, anyone who's bought the season pass has been duped. They've been robbed a little bit. You know, for them to get their money's worth, they need at least another DLC, probably, you know, in and about the price point of the Anderson DLC. You know, somewhere in that region. If Giants release another Cotton DLC or Homer DLC, well, the season pass players are still going to be out of pocket, basically. And I was basically agreeing. Basically, I said, yeah, at this moment in time, console players do perhaps need another DLC. Chances are, though, we won't get one because track record, and, you know, from looking at previous past releases, Giants don't release DLCs once they've released the Platinum expansion, Platinum Edition of the game. At that point, they've moved on and they're preparing for the next game, which will be FS21 this November. But like I say, I got this post from, who was it now? Tyler Cheesy 1986. So from that, hey, he's got a stupid freaking name. He's from Central West New South Wales, Australia. So he's one of our exports. You know, he's one of those people that got sent down under to do their time by the Brits. But I'm guessing 1986 is probably the year he was born, so he's quite a bit younger than me and quite a bit immature. And he proceeded, as I say, to go ahead and post on the forums. This is honestly an I don't care, fuck this shit statement to have a personal go at you, see what he so. I bet you are a soft cock wannabe keyboard warrior that never did a day's work in his life. I watch your shit YouTube videos and you have no idea. So let me say, fuck you, and if I get banned by the legends that are Giant Software, so be it. I'm sick of you and your insidious nature. Piss off, doodlehead, you nitpicking twat. Oh, wow, he's so hard, isn't he? Keyboard warrior. He calls me a keyboard warrior, and then he doesn't post something like that. What a child. What a child. Honestly, I say the same thing. Well, I did say anything to him because I never saw that post until after the thread was long locked by a moderator. However, like I say, I was quite surprised that the moderators left those posts there with the insults, with the censor bypasses on the profanity, because I filled the profanity in. He put things like fuck you as F space U, you know, to get round, you know, posting inappropriate language and breaking the forums, you know, rules. But he did it. He posted it. And like I say, okay, he doesn't like my YouTube videos. So what? I'm not forcing him or anyone else to watch my videos. People click and watch my videos because they do so of their own free will. You know, that's kind of how YouTube works. And if he doesn't like my videos and doesn't like my content, I'm not forcing him with a gun to his head to watch my stuff. You know, he doesn't have to sit there and watch it. He doesn't have to post his stupid comments on every video, and he doesn't have to click his the dislike button on every video. If he doesn't like me and doesn't like my stuff, don't watch it. Go somewhere else. I don't care. I'm not going to cry about one lost viewer on YouTube, especially from someone like him who sounds like a complete dick. You know? It's crazy. You know? People who click and watch my videos obviously do so because they do like watching them. And the people who repeatedly come back and watch them, I'm assuming do so because they do enjoy them. And also, I understand that for a lot of people who play Farming Simulator, they like to watch other people playing Farming Simulator as they are playing themselves. When they're in game doing a particularly long task like I'm about to do, planting cotton on this field, they like to have YouTube on in the background watching somebody else playing. You know, that's how it goes. And then to attack somebody for providing them, you know, content that appeals to them seems very, very crazy. I wonder if he has the same kind of digs at like a Mr. Sealy P or a Farmer Klein or a DJ Goham or a Daggerwin or a Virtual Farmer or any of those YouTubers. Probably not, I would say. Because they probably, being a bigger channel than me, would defend themselves very, very strongly against someone posting such remarks, you know? I could imagine if somebody said what Tyler Cheesy 1986 said to me, if he said those same things about Mr. Sealy P, I would imagine Mr. Sealy P would have some serious strong words with him. You know? And certainly with Mr. Sealy P's connection with Giants being part of the Farm Sim League, I would imagine Giants would have come down much harder on the guy on the forums, most likely probably have banned him for posting such a thing. Like I say, you don't like my videos, fine, don't watch them. Goodbye. You know, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. But seriously, going on the internet and sitting down in front of your keyboard in your basement or whatever, wherever it is you may be, and throwing insults at somebody is just a bit freaking, you know, kindergarten school. Because again, many times I deal with these internet trolls, which is, you know, something that you have to deal with when you are someone that does what I do for a living. Which again, the guy says I've never done a day's work in my life. Well, guess what? This is my day's work. And I've been doing this for 4 years now, full time. And guess what? It's after spending 15 years of working a day in my life, from being a mechanical engineer to being a golfer to being an IT and technology retailer to being an IT technical support person. You know, I've done a fair few different jobs in the real world, working for different companies. I'm now finally in a position where I'm self-employed, doing a job I enjoy greatly, that rewards me with a good living. And he thinks that's an insult? He thinks by calling attention to that he's insulting me? Don't be an idiot. I bet he isn't doing the job he enjoys. I bet he isn't working for himself. And I bet he probably doesn't make much more than minimum wage. But hey, I'm not going on the internet typing a flipping half a page post about it and calling him out. Of course not. There's no point. You know? And again, this is where it differs. When you've been in this job and this position, you kind of get used to dealing with trolls. You know, they want to sit behind their keyboard and attack you, but not a single one of them would dare lift a finger if they were in a position where they were in the same room face to face with you. And the reason for that is because they would get physically destroyed. You know? They would get physically destroyed. You know, if you put me in the same room with Tyler Cheesy 1986, I guarantee you I could knock his fucking head off his shoulders. Okay? I wouldn't be worried about getting charged for assault or, you know, GBH or anything. I'd be concerned about getting charged for flipping homicide. But hey, different things for different fish. You know, I'm playing Farming Sim, and I'm going to continue playing Farming Sim, and I'm going to continue making videos on it, and I'm going to continue sharing my thoughts and feelings on the game, the series, Giants as a whole, because that's what I do. And you know, I'm coming up to, well, over 2,000 hours of FS19 on PC, and I'm sure come November 17th, when FS21 releases, I will probably have nearly 3,000 hours in this game, and I will have done many hundreds more videos and live streams on this game. So yeah, not going to lose any sleep over one person not liking my videos and not liking me. But like I say, if you're going to go onto the internet and call attention to it and call me out, I will respond to you, and I will do so on a platform to an audience far greater than you can achieve and far greater than you can reach, little boy. So Tyler Cheesy 1986, I would suggest you strongly go back to tying your kangaroo down sport and let the big boys carry on playing Farm Simulator. Because like I say, I've got this cotton that has to be planted today, and then I've got to get that field behind me once Mr. Plough has finished. Ploughed. Got to get that seeded with something. So the clock is ticking, because obviously it's the last day of spring. We've got to get the seed in the ground today, because it's going to be summer tomorrow. And as soon as summer comes, we're going to need to be making sure we've got all the fields finally fertilised up to, you know, correct standard. And we've also got any weed spraying done that needs to be done for these fields that are being freshly seeded. And then we need to turn our attention to the mowing and trying to get some hay. You know, trying to get the hay done, the hay grown. Apparently grass should dry a lot better now. We'll have a look at that in a second. Wrong menu. I meant to go into the seasons menu. Drying potential plus 0000 plus. Now people have, again, going back to what I've seen today on Giants forums in a thread all about hay baling and stuff, people have said that you still get drying potential days of plus. Those are the days where I believe it's very similar to like when me and Helgi were playing on county lines, where the grass is turning to hay as fast as you are mowing it. So as one guy's off mowing up and down a field and the other fella is trying to bale behind him, the guy doing the baling keeps running into issues where some of the grass he picks up is grass and some of it's already turned into hay naturally because the drying conditions are plus. However, in none of my single player games have I ever seen the drying potential above plus. I've never seen a plus drying potential in single player, even though the temperatures are very high. The wind speed is also quite high. You would think high temperatures, high air temperatures and high wind speed would contribute to very, very excellent drying potential for grass. And I've not seen it. Right, we've done a headland. So let's set the worker off and running now then. Because I need to go and check whether we can fertilise like field 8 and the soybean field again. Might even need to take a drive up to the old soybean field. There we go, that's a worker hired. He should, there's enough overlap there that he shouldn't leave a gap in the field. And he should be pretty good at doing whatever he does. Meanwhile, back to Mr. Plough. Right, let's have a look then. That field, to me, still looks to be not fertiliser ready. Looks to me like it's not quite fertiliser compatible, but we'll have a look. I would have thought you could have sprayed by now, because a couple of days have passed in game. So the fertiliser that I have previously put down, I would have thought would have been long gone by now. Not looking promising, is it? Have a quick run. Let's go and do a quick jog to check on the soybean situation. I wonder if with this will fertilise. Because I think when I fertilised this field, it didn't have the crop growing on it. Did it? I'm also going to check on the grass while we're up here in this neck of the woods. Growth is at 67%. Is that crop moisture is at 20%? Moisture is at 9%. Soil moisture is at 9%. Right, okay. Dark yellow. Very good. Very, very good. Mr. Plough nearly finished. Tell you what we'll do then. We'll go grab Mr. Rubicon. We'll take him over to the soybeans and see if he will spray those. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, we could do some... there's still plenty of wild grass around a lot of fields on that bottom part of the map that we could get, as I say, a good mower going around there. With a tedder attached. Right then. Okay, that looks to me to be fertilising. That looks to me like it was fertilising. It was indeed. Excellent. That means we can use old course play then. We'll do two passes around. We'll do it at 42.5 meters. Perfect. There's the starting point. Drive course. He'll go off and do that. And he'll do it quite well. As I say, I just don't know why the the grass field won't let me spray it, because it's the same colour. It's the same colour. And like I say, we've got plenty of grass up here we could be mowing. There's all this grass around here we could be mowing and baling and all that other good stuff. But that's not what we're here for. Because we now need to get fertiliser. We need to get that seeded. And I'm probably just going to do wheat on it. I'm not going to throw anything fancy on there. Just get some wheat, get that slapped on it. We'll be able to have the straw then, which, as I say, we are going to need, because we are getting a little bit low on straw back at the farm, and we do need it for the TMR for the cows. So I need to get some straw bales made this year and get some of them in storage, fill up our little sheds. That field's going to be very, very difficult. I'm not looking forward to doing the cotton harvesting. I suspect it's going to take a long time. as is the corn harvest, most likely. The forage harvesting, should I say, of the corn to get the chaff. I've got a bit of an idea how I can do that this year, though, the forage harvesting. using Follow Me, a combination of Follow Me and a course play unload to silo course. I'm thinking I can probably get that done. I could probably have used the two big trucks, have one following me around until it gets full, and then once it gets full, use course play to send it off to empty, then grab the other truck and have it follow me whilst the other one's going off to empty itself, and then he'll then wait for you back at the field until the other one gets full, send him off to empty, and then grab the other one, and just basically keep swapping the truck and trailer between following me and course play going and emptying it for me. And hopefully I should be able to get that whole field done. Right. Yeah, well, you know what? We'll take one of these. See, originally I was going to use this for doing these two tractors for doing the cotton, but it's got to the point where it's that serious that we've got to get it done that I've decided to use the big Vario with the DB120. It should be able to do that field a lot faster than these two working about. There's Mr. Vario. He's doing a good job. He's got a lot of that field to do though, bless him. He's got a lot of that field to do. I also appreciate the fact that I have still got the timescale paused. There we go. Back to 5 times. I wondered why it was still looking a bit foggy and gloomy in game. And no, I don't need to worry about the animals because they've kind of been done for the most part. Maybe I have to give some attention to the chickens in a bit, but again, that's something I'll try and some of the animal work I'll try and do off camera now going forward, because I do appreciate that sometimes the animal work does take up the bulk of the video, and it is a bit repetitive when every video sees me feeding pigs and chickens and sheep and cows, and people want to see you in the field with tractors turning dirt, making profit. How much liquid fert have we got in here? 39,000 litres. We are going to need a little bit more bringing down at some point. So when I've got a tanker spare one day, I could do with having a run down to some of these grain bins and giving them a refill. One of these should be seed. That's a point. I haven't checked me poplars yet, have I? I could do with me poplar harvesting. That's probably something for the next video. I would say. Yeah, ready to harvest. %, growth, 20% moisture. Yeah. Right. That means forage headers. Forage harvester headers. I got the poplar one. I have. In the Chrome. Have I got one that's slightly better fitting for the class? Or not? Apparently not. It's either the New Holland or the little skinny John Deere one. In that case then I think I'm better off sticking, I'll get the Chrome one for doing the poplars. That won't be a problem. So there will be a good chance for me to practice ahead of my corn harvest, my method of getting the forage harvester and a truck with follow me, and then having him do the course plate self-empty malarkey. When he needs to sell, when he needs to, when the truck gets full. That will get done. Let's try and get a nice shot. We'll have the trees in the background. We'll get a nice thumbnail for the video, because it is very nearly time for me to bring the video to an end. I know I say this a lot, and I've said it God knows how many times during various videos, that I've recorded and uploaded here on the channel. But I do want to try and keep them a little bit shorter in future. I certainly don't want to be making hour-long individual farming simulator videos. Unless the only farm sim videos I want to be over an hour long are my live stream backups. The backups of my Twitch live streams, which obviously will be longer than an hour. For the Let's Play videos like this, I would like to keep them under the hour mark. Preferably somewhere between the 40 and 50 minute mark. To make them, you know, comparable to a, you know, comparable in length to an episode of a, you know, TV program or something that someone might watch. And just, you know, make it less daunting for people to want to watch the videos. Because I do appreciate that sometimes when you see a video that's, you know, an hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes long, you might be a little bit intimidated to click on it and want to watch it. Because I appreciate that it's a heck of a commitment to watch a video of that length. I regularly do so, but, you know, that's because I don't watch normal TV or anything like that. I only watch YouTube stuff. So when I'm not actually playing and recording my own stuff, I am watching other people's videos and stuff. You know, I will sit down and I will watch Mr. Sealy P, you know, and I will watch, you know, a Kernel Failure. I will watch a Conflict Nerd. I will watch a Clayton Fiorititi, or whatever his name is, the guy who does all the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World stuff. And the other people that I subscribe to, watch their content and regularly support them as fellow content creators. You know, that's the thing as well that people sometimes don't understand. Just because I'm doing YouTube videos and Twitch videos, it doesn't mean that I instantly hate everyone else that does Twitch and stuff and that. I don't. I actually very enjoy other people's channels. Like I say, you know, I love watching Mr. Sealy P. Okay, and the fact that he plays Farming Simulator is in no way an issue for me. You know, I do not have any, you know, any kind of issues about the fact that, oh, he's producing the same content as me. Oh, I shouldn't play this game because I'm not making the same level of good content and stuff. Not at all. I think that, you know, YouTube and the internet is big enough for everyone to coexist, so I have no problems with any creator, and like I say, I have no problems producing content that is being covered by channels bigger than me, because at the end of the day, I feel like I put my own spin on things. I do things very differently from other people that makes my content very unique and individual to me, just as their content is very unique and individual to them. I don't see why people can't watch both. I don't see why someone who watches a Mr. Sealy P video can't watch my videos and like and enjoy them. Or any other video, you know. Or any other game that I play. Because like I say, I watch lots of other YouTubers and lots of other YouTube content, and I regularly comment on it and click the like button and do all that good stuff that you're meant to do on the videos to support those people. So it would be nice if people would kind of reciprocate and support me back a little bit by doing the same thing. Now I know people probably say, oh well, if you want, you need to loosen up your channel a little bit, you know. Yes, I accept my channel is set up at the moment so that anybody who posts a comment on any of my videos, that comment is held for moderation. I have to review every comment and decide, yes, that's okay to appear underneath the video, or no, that's not okay to appear and it should be removed. But that's again because of the troll situation. You get a lot of people trolling you, and again, different issues. I mean, I bought a game at Christmas in the Steam Winter Sale. This is a slightly separate subject, and it's the last thing I'll talk about in today's video. But I bought a game in the Steam Winter Sale that was advertised on the Steam homepage with, you know, a good discount on it. and it was for the Halo Master Chief Collection for PC. The Halo Master Chief Collection. The key word there being collection. It's supposed to be all the Halo games in one bundle on PC. Now, I admit I'm not the biggest Halo fan in the world. I haven't really followed the game that much. I played Combat Evolved when that first came out on PC many years ago, and I still have the disc kicking about somewhere. Okay, but it's not like I really got into the series because I wasn't an Xbox player. You know, I'm not an Xbox player. I'm not a first-person shooter fan normally. I certainly don't play like Halo multiplayer, but I did enjoy some of the stories. Certainly Combat Evolved, I enjoyed the campaign. And again, it's like a lot of things. When the Steam Winter Sales is on and they're throwing all these games at you with all these ridiculous discounts, you don't necessarily go into every single product page and have a look at every single description of everything. You don't go to the forums and spend hours clicking through and reading comments. You generally just see a pretty picture on the screen and see, oh, it's got 25% off or 50% off or 75% off. You go, buy it now. And then you kind of think to yourself, well, I've bought it, I'll play it, and if it's no good, I'll refund it, you know? That wasn't my intention. I bought Halo Master Chief Collection because I thought, hey, that's a good price, that's a lot of games, and it's something a little bit different that I can play off camera as when I just want to play a game that's not Farming Simulator or something else, you know? The problem was, when I installed the game, it turns out that the Master Chief Collection isn't so much a collection, but it's one game, Halo Reach, with the other games in the series due to be released episodically over the next couple of years. So you've paid for this game up front, this collection, and it's not actually finished yet. You've basically pre-ordered a game, and nowhere on the Steam homepage did it tell you were pre-ordering a game. You weren't getting a complete full game. Only if you actually clicked and went to the product description page, and if you went to the forums, did you find that information out. So of course, once I discovered that, and once I realised that, I asked for a refund. I went on the forums, I went on the forum for the game, found a post very similar to what I had experienced. Someone had bought the game, didn't realise it was not complete, and wanted a refund. And I too piped in that, you know, yeah, I feel the same. I feel I was duped into buying a game that's not as advertised. It's not complete yet, and I don't want to wait 2 years or so for it to be complete. So I would sooner have me money back now, and I will put the $29.99 to buy something else that I can play now. And of course, you post that, and straight away you get a couple of people who start coming in and attacking you because, you know, oh, you should have read the product page, and oh, on gaming websites back in March 2019 they all advert. And it's like, well, dude, I've explained what happened. I was just clicking through the Steam homepage on my mobile phone, looking at all the stuff that was discounted in the Christmas sale, and I just clicked and bought about 12 different games that I figured out, hey, when I install and play them, I will figure out if they're value for money, and if I don't like them, I'll refund them. But the thing is, most of the games that I bought in the Christmas sale are complete games. They're not Halo Master Chief Collection, which only has one title, and all the rest of the content is missing and going to be dribbled out over the next 2 years. I says, that's not the correct way to advertise a game. And honestly, I says, my issue is it should state that on the thumbnail that is on the Steam store, because unless you go into the product page and read the small print, you're not going to know that. And a lot of people, this was quite a lengthy post on the Steam forum with many people who were in the same position, where they thought they were buying a full game, and didn't realise that you're only getting one game and you've got to wait 2 years for the rest of it, or the next one in the series. And however many games there is, it could be a long while before that collection is complete. But the funny thing is, I posted, and straight away there were people who not only wanted to have a go at me because I bought a game without reading the small print and, you know, without being, you know, having visited 20 websites last year and, you know, all this and that. But again, they had to have this sort of little dig that, oh, you're a YouTuber. Your YouTube channel's not very big. You can't be that good. And then straight away, last night, when I was laid in bed, quite late in the evening, my mobile phone went off. A couple of alert notifications. I clicked the screen on, and it was obviously YouTube Studio. You have received new comments on your videos that you need to approve, because obviously I have the comments held for approval. So obviously I opened up YouTube Studio and had a look, and all the comments were from the same people from the Steam forums, right down to the fact that they had the same usernames, the same like icons, like profile pictures. So you knew it was the same people that were, you know, having a bit of a dig at me on the Halo Master Chief forum for asking for a refund, that were now suddenly logging on to all my YouTube videos and just commenting, trash, this video sucks, you suck, you know. And it's like, wow, you're fantastic people, you really are. You do understand that your comments are never going to see the light of day by anyone other than me. And honestly, the time it takes you to write that badly spelled and punctuated insult, I can delete it a lot faster. The YouTube app can delete it and block you a lot faster. So don't waste your time. You know, if you're only going to come onto my videos to be stupid, then you really might as well just, you know, rethink it now. You know, go and do something else, because it ain't going to work. YouTube gives channel creators a lot of powerful tools for managing their channels and that, and it's very easy to block people and, you know, prevent trolling comments and posts from ever seeing the light of day. You know, keyboard warriors are definitely a dying breed on the platform, which is probably one of the only good things YouTube does, especially with all this copper nonsense and everything. But hey, that's stories for another day. I've got wheat to continue planting. I've got a Rubicon that needs to be refilled with fertiliser, and I do believe the Vario has probably run out of seed and fertiliser too. So once I've got this wheat field seeded, I will need to go and take care of them. But unfortunately, I will be doing that off camera, as sadly we've reached the end of this episode. So thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with my topics of conversation during this video. And again, I do apologise to anyone who has been maybe caught off guard or offended by some of the language used in this video. Again, my only defence for that is the fact that I was quoting a person. That wasn't my language. That was somebody else's language used basically at me. You know, it's not my thoughts and feelings and how I conduct and carry myself. So please do not judge me for the language used by others. I hope people understand that I do try to keep my videos PG rated in terms of the content and language used within them, same as my Twitch streams. But if you have, in any way, shape or form, found this video enjoyable, please go ahead and click that like button. As I say, it does really help with the YouTube algorithm. If you have got something nice, constructive and positive to say, please leave a comment, and, you know, I will approve it, and no doubt I will give it a thumbs up. I may even give it a heart, and I will probably most likely reply to it. Because, you know, there's not a lot of comments on my videos to reply to, so you would be in small company. And of course, if you're not doing so already, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a penny, it's completely free, and you get to stay up to date and notified whenever I post new content to the channel, making it even easier for you to see and view the fantastic and wonderful content that I create here on YouTube, alongside many other equally talented and wonderful creators. You know? For the entire farming simulator community out there, I appreciate you. I like being one of you, and I plan to be around for a very long time. And for the few sour apples within that community who don't like me, don't like my content, then perhaps you may want to find another community to go and hang out in. Maybe Farming Simulator is not for you people. But anyway, I don't want to ruin your day because this video gets posted very early in the morning. Enjoy your whatever you do with the rest of your day, people, and I will see you all again very soon. Goodbye for now.